Shanquella Robinson died last month at a resort near Cabo San Lucas. Now, Mexican prosecutors
on-site may have been working on the 25-year-old for 3 hours before police arrived on the scene.
I'm just waiting on that day when someone can be arrested. That's all I'm.
The mysterious case of Shanquella Robinson is still shrouded in darkness, and justice seems like playing hide and seek with her family. While her friends are trying to name it alcohol poisoning, her attorney, Shanquella Robinson, revealed that it is not a run-off-the-mill natural death. The poor lady was beaten to death, and her broken neck spills the beans on the brutality she has endured. Her body was whisked away to the medico squad, but the authorities are playing a game by keeping the reports away. Let's see what's the deal and latest take on her case. The grief of losing a young, self-made, beautiful daughter has already been disastrous for the Robinson family, but now the FBI is not ready to cooperate with them to get the justice they want for Shanquella's. Last October, 25 years old Shanquella Robinson went on a trip to Cabo San Lucas with her so-called friends. However, on the next day, she was found dead at Villa Linda 32. Her parents received a call from the friends informing them about her illness before her death. Shanquella's mother, Salamandra Robinson, revealed to the media about the call. They said she wasn't feeling well, that it was alcohol poisoning. She tried to ask her friends to take her to the hospital. That was the least she could do for her daughter, but they refused, saying that the villa manager had called the medicos. I'm not sure if anyone ever arrived because I was never allowed to talk to them. I asked them to let me speak to the doctor when they arrived, but they told me that the doctor is busy with Shanquella. A day after this, the family received the call that their daughter was dead. Investigations were started in Mexico to solve the mystery behind Shanquella's murder. Initially, it was thought that she was high on alcohol and suffered from alcohol poisoning, but her mother was not ready to accept that. Surprisingly, the autopsy reports revealed that her spinal cord was injured and the neck was broken. Salamandra revealed to publicly, the autopsy showed that her death had nothing to do with alcohol. Following this, a video was released in which Shanquella was being beaten by one of her friends. Surprisingly, someone was making a video, but no one was there to stop it. It may be thought that the friends were fighting just for fun, but the way she was being beaten itself speaks that it can be the cause of her murder. In the clip, a man's voice is heard off camera taunting Shanquella, saying, "Can you at least fight back?" She tries to get away from her attacker and replies, "No," before the woman slams her to the floor next to the bed. The woman then punches and knees the stricken Shanquella in the head, yelling at her to get up, I'm tired of the shit. Who on the wrath could say that was just for fun? Salamandra was also not able to believe that this video is made just for fun. When she saw the video, she got it that it was her daughter. The video raised questions about why nobody intervened in the purported beating or why people she was traveling with would have beaten her. Salamandra said she was not fighting nobody back. She didn't even have a chance. No one tried to stop it. Though investigations were going on, the Robinson family was not satisfied. Shanquella's father drowned in grief, just wanting justice for his daughter. He was also disturbed about the vague investigation reports. At her tombstone, the poor father spoke out with tears. This where Shanquella at, so the mothers and fathers want to bring their kids up here and stand right here and talk to her they can. He also questioned why the people who were in Mexico with Shanquella left her behind. Well, the family hired the lawyer for investigation and providing justice legally to their daughter. In an interview, the lawyer Shanquella Robinson revealed that the victim's loved ones are growing increasingly frustrated with the FBI's lack of action in the case. She said, "The family is deeply disappointed. They're concerned, obviously, about the red flags and the lack of transparency in the investigation, but they're not deterred." Following the legal actions from the family lawyer, Mexican authorities again started the investigations and called Shanquella's death a homicide. Arrest warrants were issued to one of the 6 friends who traveled with her to the resort. However, the results of the investigations were still not enough to satisfy the family of the deceased. Then in April, the FBI announced that there is no evidence against the friends and the case can be closed without charges on anyone. Following this, the victim's lawyer has alleged that the agency has refused to give an autopsy report to Robinson's family. She said, the FBI says, "We cannot release the document's autopsy results to you because the case is still open, because we are waiting for documents to be translated to English that we received from the Mexican authorities." Calling FBI investigations a fraud and a big red flag, the lawyer further added, Which again, red flags everywhere because you've made a decision in the case, you've announced the decision publicly to the family and to the public, but you're saying the case is still not closed and admitting that some of the documents from the investigative file that arguably would affect your decision to charge have not been fully translated. The Robinson family, still not satisfied with what the FBI did in their daughter's case, approached President Biden legally and demanded punishment for the one who was beating their daughter in the video. Following this, the attorney revealed publicly that the family is not going to stay silent until justice is served to their daughter. They're concerned, obviously, about the red flags and the lack of transparency in the investigation, but they are not deterred. There's still a path to justice, and the family recognizes that. So the FBI finally decided to have a meeting with Shanquella's family. In a press release, the Crime Investigation Authority spoke out. As in any case, the government is prepared to review and examine new information related to the investigation should it become available. Moreover, it was released publicly that the autopsy reports can be reviewed anytime. Recently, the attorney has shared that they are going back to demand diplomatic intervention, marking 200 days of their daughter's death. She said, "There should be a level of urgency, a level of prioritization by the U.S. authorities that just isn't there yet. We all saw what happened on the video, and we are demanding that U.S. authorities step in and prioritize the case and allow the extradition process to flow, allow Mexican authorities to prosecute the person they've identified as the aggressor in Mexican courts." The family is not going to give up on their daughter's murder. They are still demanding justice and are ready to go wherever they can. We're still encouraging and grateful for all the platforms that are still saying Shanquella's name and not giving up on the case because we're not giving up on it. Well, the investigation is still going on and FBI is giving red flag after red flag. However, the family is still not ready to move back and have gone to North Carolina for their beloved daughter. Shanquella's father is not ready to admit that the FBI's investigation is true. He still says, "I just want some truth because this doesn't add up right." While Salamandra says that it was never a fight, she didn't fight, they attacked her. The family attorney also has revealed that she has never gone across the border for any of her clients, but in Shanquella's death, she will not stop until justice is served. It was a surreal experience in the sense that I've been an attorney for almost 17 years. I'm a former prosecutor, criminal defense attorney. I have never had to physically go to another country to investigate on behalf of any family. Moreover, she added, so it was unreal in that regard because the lengths that this family has had to go through while trying to grieve a loved one, but also seek justice on behalf of the loved one at the same time, it's a very heavy burden. I always say that I'm amazed at how they've put their shoulder to the plow to really push this forward. People over social media are also intrigued to know the secrets behind this mysterious death. They used #SayHerName on Twitter to stand in solidarity with the dead fashionista. Someone tweeted, "What's done in the dark comes to the light, #Justice for Shanquella. We can just keep our fingers crossed for her." While everyone is in grief for Shanquella's death, her half-sister Quilla Long seems to celebrate her sister's death. Will she have anything to do with her death? Investigations will reveal. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.